Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to another video, and I'm using this setup again. I hope you guys did like this setup. I'm honestly not sure as I'm filming this, I haven't posted my Toy Freddy review yet, but I'm doing this setup again, and I'm hoping what I have fits on here and you guys can fully see it. But I'm super excited to share with you guys this today. It's obviously kind of in the title of what I bought. And I'm so surprised I was able to find this. I was genuinely in shock. I immediately called my mom because I was like, what the hell? Like, how have I been finding all the new FNAF stuff so easily? And I'm a little disappointed as I didn't get them all. They only had one left. But my mom suggested I keep going every day and trying to find them. So that is kind of what I'll be doing. Whenever I have time, I'm going to go over to Walmart and see if they have any more in stock. But without delaying any further, let's get into what I have. And I actually grabbed the box this came in, so I do have the box that I'm going to just kind of go over really quickly if you guys haven't seen it yet. But I have one of the Jazwares new plushies, and this plush, by far, is one of the best FNAF plushies I own. Like, I was telling my mom, like, in the store, it is so soft. This material is so soft. And just the overall shape of these just looks slightly nicer than the Funko ones, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I really love this plush, and I'm obsessed. I can't wait to hopefully get the other ones. But I'm going to review the box first, just because it's kind of the more boring thing. And then we're going to move on to the Freddy plushie. But here is the box, and I actually really like the box. I have not seen a plush box in over a year. The last one I saw was the ones that Ruined Sun and Ruined Moon came in, and I tried to get that box actually, but the showcase employee didn't let me have it, which is fine. I understand why. But luckily, no one at self-checkout at Walmart stopped me from taking this, so I hope it was okay. But here is what the front looks like. Again, it's not the best angle, but we got Freddy on the box, and then we got the logo Five Nights at Freddy's with the power percentage, which I think is really cool. And then same with this, it tells you the size of the plushie. And then let me just move my camera a bit over. On this side, which I didn't notice this at first until I actually picked up the box, but the eyes glow in the dark, and they glow so well. I brought this downstairs and immediately the eyes started lighting up, so this is definitely true. And I think this is really cute. I'm only going to show you one side because they're both the same. Just had to double check. But here is the side of the box. We got the Jazwares logo down here in the corner. We got Freddy looking all Freddy. And then obviously the logo again with the power usage and all that again. And then just on the back, it's got the Five Nights at Freddy's logo, which looks sick as hell. And then obviously rights reserved and Jazwares in the corner. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this yet. I'm hoping when I get all the plushies, I'm going to put them in here and then display them on my shelf that I have, which is over by my bed, which I'm not going to show you because it's a little messy over there right now. But yeah, with the box out of the way, let's move on to the plushie. But here is Freddy in all his glory. I'm just going to move my camera a bit back to where it kind of was. There we go. Here is Freddy. Oh, he's so cute. Like I said at the beginning, this plush is actually so freaking soft. Like, words can't describe how soft this is. Like, oh, it's so soft. I'm so happy with the material they've used. And then, before we get into the whole plush, here's the tag, which I actually really like the tag. I like how the Freddy ear is cut out on its own. It says Five Nights at Freddy's, and then Classic Freddy. Down at the bottom, here's the back, Jazwares stuff, and then you can only open it so much, but it's just like warnings and stuff in there. And then the tush tag is now going to be different, but it says Five Nights at Freddy's, and then it has the 2025 Scott Cawthon, and then all like warnings and blah 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 that no one cares about. But now on to the actual plush. And I already noticed, which I kind of wish I grabbed my original Freddy, but I can already tell, obviously, the plushie design is different. Different body shape. Seems a little chubbier, which I like. It also seems like it got kind of condensed a bit. I don't know how to kind of explain it. I hope you guys understand. Also, the face shape and the, is it a muzzle? Whatever you want to call it, is obviously different. I'm looking at my Nightmare Freddy right now just to kind of see what I'm talking about. This is definitely wider instead of being bigger, and it's also like on the like full head, unlike the Funko one. And obviously, one of the main things which I noticed right away is the colors. The lighter parts of like the feet, the hands, and the little mouth and the belly are kind of like a caramelly brown instead of like the. I feel like Funko used a lighter one, unless I'm just a Lulu. It feels a little darker to me, the coloring. But that could just be me. And then I do want to say too, one thing I really liked is that they put like little beans at the bottom, so he actually stays up, which I really, really like. I really like the mouth part. The little freckles are so cute, which I don't think they did that on the original Freddy. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my original Freddy. I'm confused. Okay, so I was completely wrong about the freckles. They did do freckles on the original Freddy for Funko. It's because I'm looking at the Nightmare one, and the Nightmare one does not have the freckles. But see, the colors are completely darker. They kind of look similar, these two, but this seems slightly darker. The main coloring of Jazwares Freddy is definitely darker, as you guys can see. But here is what I was talking about. Like, this one feels much more, or not feels, looks much more full and a little chubby, which is so cute. While this one's a lot more, you know, like, standard. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's a lot more smaller in proportions on the bottom. This one just feels right. And also, which I'm just now noticing, the eyebrows stick out on the Funko ones, while these ones are actually stitched on, which I really like a lot. I don't know why Funko decided to do this, but I did not like that. Same with the eyes. I don't know why the eyes are bulging out of the head. Obviously, Jazwares is not. I think this one just looks so much more aesthetically pleasing. Like, obviously, Funko will always have a place in my heart, but Jazwares is just doing it better. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna say it. And one thing I did like, which I didn't notice until I was heading downstairs, this is not plastic. The nose is not plastic, which I really, really like. The nose on a lot of the Funko ones are obviously plastic, but they're just so big for no reason. Like, this one's big, which I think they're probably around the same size. But this one has a bigger mouth. This one, it's so tiny. Like, I don't, why did they use plastic is my question. I hate plastic noses on plushies. I'm just gonna say that I hate plastic noses on plushies, so I am more biased to the plush one. It just feels nicer, and I mean, these are technically made for a 4 and up, so a 4-year-old could have this and not, you know, hit themselves with a plastic nose. I've hit myself, not with the FNAF plushies, but with plushies I've had when I was a child. I would always hit myself in the face with these stupid plastic noses. I hate these. So I'm really glad Jazwares went along and did a fabric one. It just feels so much more nice, and it looks nicer in my opinion. The bow tie and the hat just look better. They use a different material. It's like a shiny material. The Funko one, I don't even know what material this is, but it's clearly not the same one. This one's a shiny material. But I think they just look slightly more nice. I will say that this one does have the same issue that the Funko one does have, with the hat being like that. But if you probably press it down, you could probably get it to sit nicely. I don't care too much at the moment. But yeah, like, the plushie is just, it's so much more, like, I feel like it's a much better quality in my opinion. The fabric they use just, it feels nicer. The look of it just looks cleaner. My only issue, I guess, would be this. I don't even know if that's Jazwares' fault. It might be how it was shipped to Walmart or whatever. I don't think that's Jazwares' fault. I think most hats do that anyway, depending on fabric and all that. And especially since it is just one piece, which also I want to mention. Mine has never had this issue, thankfully. I've seen a couple people have this issue with Funko plushies, but Funko has like a 2-layer, if you, the camera wants to focus, has like 2 layers of felt or whatever you want to call this. And I've seen where people's were like split. This one won't have the issue of doing that since it is just the one piece, which I do appreciate. Again, not that mine's ever done that, thankfully, but I have seen people who've done that. I think the bow ties are pretty much similar. It's just the fabric that was used is different. But overall, Jazwares gets a 10 out of 10 on the plush. The design, the fabric, the cuteness, the stitching for the eyes and the eyebrows just look much nicer than the bulging eyes. And the freaking eyebrows just, it has its own little charm, but like putting these next to each other, the Freddy just looks so freaking goofy. If I'm being completely honest with you guys. I don't have tags to compare. I do have butt tags. The butt tag's obviously bigger on this one because it is a slightly bigger plush, which I'm just not realizing. I wonder if these, because this is an 8-inch plush, right? Yeah. These are 8 inches. I wonder how big this is. But as you can clearly see, one is bigger than the other. But I like this just looks like a cute little plushie that would actually be in like the FNAF games and in the movie, which this would be cute to be in the movie actually, and just in the books and all that. I feel like this would be an actual plushie you could buy from the Freddy Pizzeria. Like this actually feels like it came out of Freddy's. That's what I'm trying to get at. Well, this one just feels like one that we had from Funko. But yeah, this one is so cute. I'm really obsessed. I hope to get all the other ones. I'm actually disappointed that they didn't have them all, but at the same time, it's probably a good thing that they didn't, just because I don't have the money right now. I think I said this at the beginning. I really, 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 really want the Puppet one. Puppet is one of my favorite FNAF characters. I really want the plush. I think Jazwares did a really fantastic job on the plush for Puppet, as well as I really want the Nightmare Yawn plush, but I feel like that one's less likely to happen. Same with the Chica one. The Chica one looks so cute, especially since they did what Sanchi did and had the cupcake. Chica's holding the cupcake. Hope that made sense. And also, before I forget, this plush was only $16.97. Steal. Not that the Funko's ones weren't probably that price when they were in stores, but I'm just saying this because my stores never normally get anything. So it is such a surprise to me that lately my Walmart has been getting the newer Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Like finding the toy Freddy action figure was a complete shock. Genuinely was never expecting to find these in stores. I just didn't seem possible. So to not find only one but 2 new Jazwares stuff at my local Walmart is amazing. I'm so happy that they're actually coming to my stores. It feels like 2018 all over again, where I was able to find stuff in stores when they were coming out. Because ever since Pizzeria Simulator, stuff has not really been coming out in stores like they should be. So it's been a nice change to actually get stuff around the same time everyone else has, because I've been seeing a lot of my people I follow on my Instagram for Five Nights at Freddy's, Page Writer, posting about getting the new plushies, the new action figures and all that. And I mean, yes, I could probably buy them online, but it is going to be slightly more expensive. So finding them in person is a lot better. But it's so nice that I can actually have stuff when everyone else is getting stuff. Because again, like I said, my stores normally don't get anything. So I'm going to be checking almost every day to see if I can find the other plushies. Because I really, really, really want them. Especially the puppet one. I really want the puppet. But I'm so happy I was able to get Freddy. And it also makes me question why whoever bought the other ones didn't buy Freddy either. Because he was literally the only one there in the whole box. Like, it makes me wonder why. Why they left Freddy behind. He's so cute. Look at him. I'm so happy. And then I wonder if I can get the glowing lights on camera. Let me see. Can I? Oh, there you go. But they glow so easily, which I really like. Like, look at that. That is so sick. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Jazwares is doing such an amazing job. Like, I am very happy. At first, I was kind of nervous. Like, obviously, Funko's been doing all the FNAF merch for years now. And I was a little nervous when a new person doing merchandise was going to be announced. And it ended up being Jazwares, which was a company I never heard about. But I'm genuinely so happy with everything they've done so far, everything I've seen so far. I'm really impressed and really happy with everything they've made. And I can't wait to get more because they're doing a fantastic job. Like, look at this. It's so cute. And even my mom, because I obviously had to show my mom, I handed Freddy to her. She's like, damn, you soft. And I'm like, yeah, like I was telling you. Like, a fantastic job. I would 100% recommend getting these new plushies. They are fantastic. 100% recommend them. But with that out of the way, I think that is the end of the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little mini review on the Jazwares Freddy plush. I hope to get more soon, and I will obviously make videos when I get them, if I do, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.